Right, we have a look on the paper 4 questions. Alright, so some small discussion with you all. Okay, for question 1, you have the force that on a table, okay, a horizontal table. So all these forces is put on the table. So this is the top view of the forces. You have F here, and you have a G here, another F here, and you have 12 Newton here, right? So 20 here and 50 here. Okay, for this scenario, you may use I think triangle is not suitable for this question because you have 4 forces and 3 you unknown. So the simple way I think is resolving of forces. If you want to resolve these forces, the simple way will be vertically you have, okay, y-axis means. So you have F size 50 is equal to F sine 20 plus 12. Okay, so all the opposite different direction one I put at the one side. So by doing this way, you should get F equal to 28.3 Newton. Okay, 28.3. Okay, part 2. This is part 1. Part 2. Same things, you resolve the forces to horizontal component. So you have a F cos 50 plus F cos 20 is equal to G, right? G in a different direction. So I just put G at the right hand side, right? So once you solve this, you got the F on the part 1, you should get the G is 44.8 Newton. So second marks, right? Straightforward. Question 2. Question 2, actually what they want to test you is the differentiation and integration, some kind of concept that you're going to you study before. Okay, so the equation that given, this equation represent the distance from the from the nets. Okay, so this is the things that you have, and the time zone is 0 to 10. Part 1, find the value of s when t equals to 2. So you just sub the 2 inside the equation, so your s is equal to 40. Very straightforward. Part 2, calculate the values of t when s equal to 0. So when s equal to 0, you will have 25t minus 5 over 2t squared equal to 0. So by using the question only asks you to find the t value, either you by using calculator, or you using the formula, or using computing square, or you using any formula to solve it, you will get the marks if you get the correct one. So once you solve it, you will get t equal to 0 and t equal to 10. So both of them you need to write. Some of you shift the t out, then you forgot the t equal to 0 also need to include. Alright, so 2 answers for this question. T equal to 0 and t equal to 10. You need to include in your answer. Part 3, explain the meaning of restrict of 0 to 10. Okay, so for 0 to 10, you can say the distance at t equal to 0 and t equal to 10, okay, is equal to 0, the distance, or you can give any sensible answer is okay. So depends on the answer, this one, right? So the basic one will be the distance at t equals 0 and t equals 10 is equal to 0. Okay, part 4. Determine the velocity expression for the bird at the time t seconds. So differentiate the equation, you will get v equal to 25 minus 5t. 5. In relation to the distance equation, explain the meaning when velocity equal to 0. So when velocity equal to 0, you can see we can determine the turning point of the distance or the turning point of the traveling. Okay, so if you have any other answer, if logic, I will accept also. Okay. Okay, next. Part 6. What is the greatest distance of the bird from the nest? Okay. So what is the greatest distance? So t equal to 0, greater distance means when v equals 0, right? So 25 minus 5t equal to 0. So from here you get t equal to 5. So when you sub as 5, you should get the greatest distance. So the greatest distance is equal to 62.5 meter. 62.5 meter. Okay. So now you have a new equation. Michelle's teacher tells her that a better model would be, okay, so the next part they will give you a new equation, s equals to 10t squared minus 2t power 3 plus t power 4 over 10. Okay, so part 7, calculate the velocity beginning of the time for Michelle's model and teacher models. Okay, so this one you need to differentiate first in order to find the velocity. Okay, so at t equals 0, by using the Michel models, you will get v equal to 25. Alright, by using the teacher model, you will get v equal to 0. Okay, so this is the velocity for at the beginning of the traveling. Okay, so the last part, please suggest why the teacher's model is better. So the answer actually from part 7. Okay, because teacher's models when t equals 0, s equal to 0, because the birds haven't fried yet, right? So this is the answer. Because when t equals 0, velocity should start from 0, not 25. That's the reason why teacher's model is more accurate. Okay, so this is the part 7. Right. Okay. So sorry, part 8, the last one. So last one will be this one. Actually, when t equals 0, v equals 0, it's not 25. This is a better way. Okay. So this is question 2. Question 3, momentum. Question 3, you have two particles, one 5 kg, one 2 kg. One move in this way, one move in another way. So if you want to find the answer, you should use the momentum equation, conservation of momentum. Plus 5v. Okay. So by solving this, you should able to get the answer. So the answer is v equal to 2. And part 2, after collision, what will the ball of mass 2 kg move to the right hand side or left hand side? Actually, this one you can read from the part 1. Move away. Move away means to the right hand side. Right hand side. Question 3. Okay, last question. Question 4. Okay, question 4 is an item on the slope. Okay, and you have this, if you cannot remember, you have this thing, 45, and originally the t is this direction, and here is the 15 degree, and you have P. Okay, so for this question, actually, part 1, what they want you to find is, the coefficient of friction is 0.5, mu equal to 0.5, if you cannot remember. Other thing is m is equal to 0.2 kg. Other thing should be okay. So the particles on the point of sliding down. If the particle is on the point of sliding down, the frictional force should be go up. Okay, the frictional force should be go up. So part 1, they ask you write out an expression for the resultant of these forces in the direction perpendicular to the inclined plane. Actually, they want you to find the normal contact force. Actually, they mentioned a normal force. Actually, they want you to find the normal force of this direction. So the R actually is equal to 0.2. Okay, the mg cos theta minus the t sine 15. Right, this is because the t, if you resolve to the vertical perpendicular to the plane, they will remove some weight of the item, so the contact will be lesser because of this t. So you need to find. So this one mark, very simple. Okay, part 2, write out expression for the frictional force. Frictional force will be equal to 0.5 times the component here, this one. If you wrong the part 1, means the part 2 wrong already. Okay, so means mu R, mu 0.5, R this one. Okay, so 1 and 2. Part 3, write out expression for the resultant of these forces in the direction parallel to the inclined plane for which the particle remain at rest. Okay, so you can say T cos 15. T cos 15. Okay, going up. Plus the frictional force also going up. Okay, you can do like that. Then is equal to the only force to bring the item down, mean the 0.2 g sine 45. Okay, so depends on you. If you want to follow the direction of movement as positive, also can, no issue. So this is a thing that you need to form. Okay, part 4, determine the values of t for which the particle remain at rest. So solve this equation, you should get t equal to 0.845 Newton. Okay, after this, part 2, the force magnitude of t Newton is now removed. Now the tensional force is removed. A new force of 0.2 Newton adds on the P up to the plane. Okay, parallel to the line of greater slope of the plane. Starting from rest, P slide down the plane. After moving the distance of 3 meters, P pass through the point A. Okay, so part 1, determine the loss of potential energy. So the thing slide down. Okay, so M, G, H. So 3 meters slide down. So 3 sine 45 will be the height. Okay, so you will get 4.24 for part 5. Part 6, work done by the force. So the force is 0.2 Newton, so times 3 meter, you should have 0.75. Right, 0.875 joule. This one all joule. And part 7, determine the work done against the resistance. Actually, this is the work done against the frictional force. So this one you can see is a 0.2 10 cos 45, 0.5 times 3 meter. Okay, so this is mg cos 45 times the coefficient of friction times 3 meter, because now the force of P is parallel to the things, so not affect the normal contact force. So you should get 2.12 for part 7, 2.12. Okay, last part, determine the speed of P. So you can use the conservation of energy. So 4.24 is the energy atop mgh minus 0.75. So this is energy that you need to overcome in order to go down, and minus 2.12 frictional force, overcome the frictional force. Another one is overcome the P. Okay, is equal to 1/2 mv square. So originally start from rest, so the mu square you don't need to consider. So by solving this, you should get V equal to 3.70 meter per second. Okay, so I think P4 not difficult, question is not tricky, and you should able to answer this question. Okay, so if you lost a loss of mark after you comparing this, you may think of what is the problem, but anyway, I think you wouldn't go back and do again. I think so. You may just look at the answer. Anyway, hopefully, what you have done is good enough for your entry of your university, and you have really happy for your effort that you have done in your MCO. If yes, if not, then you should think of what you should do in the future lah. Anyway, thank you.